went to Hidden Falls Adventure Park this past weekend and we watched a Jeep roll over and it needed recovered. Now, I did come prepared, and they'll say, with some tow straps and things, but I didn't have what I really needed. Which is a winch. So we're going to install one tonight. The winch I'm going to install this evening is the Rough Country Pro 12,000S series winch with synthetic line. And so I'm going to replace that, and I'm going to show you how. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my license plate here. What I did is I put this on with some wing nuts and a license plate holder so that I would be legal here in the state of Texas. I'm going to remove that, and then we'll be ready to unbox the winch. All right, that's what's in the box along with an instruction manual. Let's get back to it. This is going to be mounted on my DV8 Offroad F18 hammer forged front bumper. So I'm going to go ahead and place that right here, and then we're going to get going with it. When doing any job, you want to make sure that you have all the parts before you start. These 4 bolts, these 4 nuts, which are square nuts, which go in the winch. These 4 washers, these 4 lock washers, the fairlead, these 2 larger bolts, larger washers, lock washers, larger washers, and larger bolts that go in the fairlead. Make sure you have all these parts before you start. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip the winch over on its side, or on its front rather, so that I can go ahead and get to those bolts. They're going to go in here, 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 and here. Now it doesn't say in the manual or the installation guide how hard to torque this down, but the bumper has a torque rating of 77 foot-pounds, or a torque spec of 77 foot-pounds. I've got my torque wrench here. I'm going to go ahead and crank it down, and we're going to get it nice and secure because it is what is going to pull my Jeep out of the mud. Now that I've got the winch bolted down, I go ahead and cut this loose. Pull this through. I can go ahead and put the fairlead on, bolt that on with these larger bolts that are 18 millimeter. So let me lead that through there and put the bolts on. I'm ready for the lock washers and the bolts on the back. Next, I think we're ready. Go ahead and put this right there. Pull this pin out. Put it around an inch rope. Through. Water pin back in. And go ahead and bend it around. So the next thing to do is we're going to go ahead and wire up this positive battery cable. You can tell because it has the red end on it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this loose. Pop the hood, and snake this cable around. One of the things that can make your life easier is to get the airbox out of the way so you have a clear line of sight of where you're going. There's a mass airflow sensor. This is an airbox out. Gently as you can so you don't release it. Let this hose off. Airbox. Iron assembly will lift out, giving you plenty of room to work. The airbox is out. You can see we've got quite a bit of space. You want to keep it away from anything like pulleys, hoses, anything. Pull it out. Lock it back in. Hold it by the lead, put some tension on it, and pull it back in. That's it. That's how you install the Rough Country 12,000S winch in front of your Jeep. Like and subscribe.